Hey everybody, Hunter Fisher, Trapper Trader, Guide, Scout, and Interpreter, and Country Cook Steve Hall here in Nashville, Tennessee, along with pretty Miss Sheila. Hi, Shishi.
Hi, this is Sheila, and we're here today to do another recipe. And Jennifer here has got her aunt here.
Yes, this is my great aunt Betty, and she is visiting from California, and we thought it would be fun to get a recipe why she's here with us, because she's out here. That's 2,000 miles away, so why not, right?
Sounded good.
And not only that, she's a fabulous cook and one of the matriarchs of our family, and it's exciting to have her here, so I'm so excited.
I have to thank both of you. This is so special. I can't believe it.
Oh, yeah, thank you for being here.
And making all the yummy stuff we're about to
And
receive.
I know you came for 2,000 miles or whatever just to do this show, right?
I did.
And you didn't come to see nobody else, right?
She came to see Shishi.
Okay,
It was just Shishi.
That works. That works.
Well, she did come to see Mama Donna too, but
Yes, I did.
Shishi, and
And Gary.
I'm just a bonus.
Yes, you are. She is. Thank you, ladies, for having me. And it's such a pleasure to come and share with you a family recipe that I've been doing for 40 plus years. It's called monkey bread, and it's been part of my family's tradition and now a generational tradition within my family where everybody makes it, usually on Christmas morning.
Monkey bread.
So how did you come up with monkey bread?
Where did they come up with the name monkey bread?
Oh God, I don't know.
Well, when did you start making monkey bread?
So about 40 plus years ago, I wanted to come up with something that I could give to my daughters that was homemade. So one day I was at the grocery store and I saw the biscuits in the can, and I decided I'd bring them home and throw some white sugar and cinnamon together and mix some butter and brown sugar together and take a bundt pan out and start layering it in a bundt pan, and voila! I had no name for it at the time.
We do that all the time, don't we?
Years
The
later,
recipe we have is no name.
We have no name until we put it on it. But we decided.
years
to pick a
later,
name.
it came on the market, and it was known as monkey bread. So there you go.
There you go. And this has become kind of a tradition. I mean, in your family and my family and our family, because we have a very big Italian family.
And so, yes, that's very true. My daughters make it. My granddaughters, Gianna, Kirsten, and Savannah, they all know how to make this. And I have nieces and nephews and grandnieces and nephews that make it now, too. It's become a generational tradition, especially on Christmas morning. It's always made by everybody.
And I love that. I mean, I love that the recipes that are passed down generation to generation, and that and that we could keep it going. And now I know how to make monkey bread, so I'm excited. I've always just had some at a Christmas dinner or whatever, but now I get to actually have it, and I'll know how to make it too.
Do you have to act like a monkey to get any of it?
That's cute.
Well, we're going to go on location to Mama Donna's kitchen, my mama's kitchen, and we're gonna do some video, and we're going behind the camera again. Moshishi
Yes.
and I are going to be videoing so we can do this at Mama Donna's kitchen, and we're going to come back and show all of you and let you see what it comes out like, because it's absolutely
And we're
fabulous.
going to taste it, have a taste test.
Oh,
Oh
yes,
yeah, we're
for
going to
sure.
taste it, and it's going to be good, so stick around. Okay, so tell us what we're going to need.
Well, you can buy the store-bought jumbo biscuits or grands if you prefer Pillsbury. Brown sugar, cinnamon, white sugar, vanilla, half and half, bundt pan, and a spray can so that you can spray that. And most
Non-stick.
importantly, butter. It has to be butter.
It has to be butter.
Everything's better with
Everything
butter.
is better with butter.
And you feel free to use salted or unsalted. It doesn't matter. It all is going to taste the same. The biscuits, once you've opened them, you're going to take your scissor and you are going to cut them into fours. Okay? This is a little time consuming, but it is well worth it. because all you want is a little bite as you take it off of the bundt cake. I've already combined the white sugar, 1 cup, heaping tablespoon of cinnamon, and it's going to go into the bowl because that's what you're going to start dipping these little guys into. At this point, you're going to want to melt your butter in a saucepan. Alrighty, we're now adding our firmly packed 1 cup of brown sugar, and we're going to stir this all together until it becomes a wonderful caramely yumminess.
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 It's yumminess, and it does look like yumminess.
Yes, yes. And the more you stir it, the creamier it gets, and it doesn't have that sugary kind of taste in your mouth.
It caramelizes.
It caramelizes, exactly. Now you're going to see that the butter and the brown sugar do not come together. It's always like this.
It just kind of separates a little bit on the edges.
It does, it separates.
But don't worry.
Don't worry. Just keep stirring.
It's still going to be yummy.
We're going to add, I don't measure, but if I need to give you a measurement.
Italian women don't measure. We just put a pinch of this and a whatever of that and a little bit of dash of this and
Okay, so we're going to do about 2 tablespoons.
of the half and half.
Half and half.
Okay.
Again, this will help cream it, make it a little thinner. And if you can see, it's getting that nice glossy look to it. That's what you want.
It looks great.
Now at this point is when you're just going to do I'm going to say smidgen of vanilla. That's the best word I can think of.
A smidgen?
Smidgen.
Just a smidgen
Just
of vanilla.
There you go. Don't get out your spoon, just a smidgen. There you go. Okay, this is ready. This is going to be the bottom layer of the pan when we start adding our biscuits.
Okay.
Alrighty. We're cutting them into 4s.
All the biscuits into 4s.
Yes. And depending upon the size of your bundt pan, you definitely want to use at least 1 can, because that's not going to serve enough. Once you start eating this, you're not going to want to stop. Buy a second one, and you'll be able to tell if you have enough in there or not. Again, Italians don't measure. I'm just saying.
We don't.
And you are going to stir them in here, and I do a bunch of them at a time, because you'll see why. As soon as I pour that wonderful, wonderful brown sugar mixture into the bottom of the pan. Okay.
And thank you, Mama Donna, for letting us use your kitchen
Yes.
today.
You're welcome.
Mama Donna's here, and
Okay. I do not use the whole thing on the bottom because I like to drizzle some on the top once I've gotten all the biscuits. At this point, it's up to you. You can add nuts on the bottom, any type of nut that you want. I wouldn't add peanuts, but pecans, walnuts,
oh, yummy.
almonds, slivered almonds would be good.
Your choice. People add raisins. And
Raisins, yes, absolutely. I've always kept it just the way I made it the very beginning 40 plus years ago. I've never changed my recipe. Okay. And now you're going to start layering. All
And you just
around.
put the little pieces that are
Yeah.
dunked in that cinnamon and sugar. Does not look good. So that's cinnamon and sugar in there.
That's it, cinnamon and sugar. 3/4 of a cup of white sugar and a heaping tablespoon of cinnamon, because I love the cinnamon taste.
Me too. And it's so good for you.
It is, yeah, it is.
Not that the sugar doesn't counteract that a little bit, but
Yeah.
it is kind of, it's good for you.
It is, it's good.
In a roundabout way, it's good for you.
It's good. It's good, it's all good. I normally have all of my biscuits cut ahead of time, and that way all I have to do is roll them in the cinnamon and sugar mixture. Now I'll open the second one, because as you can see, the one is not enough.
Right.
So we're gonna need the second one. So, that's the time-consuming part, is the cutting. Cutting of the biscuits, sort of like breaking of the bread. Except, we're not breaking bread, we're cutting them. And folks, just get your hands in there. As long as they're clean, you can have fun doing this. It's very therapeutic, by the way. So, you know that little bit of caramel that I saved?
Uh-huh.
All right, now I like to put it kind of more than halfway through.
Okay.
And I just take it and I drizzle it in between the layers.
So like a layer, yeah.
Yes, yes.
It makes quite a bit too.
It does. The one stick of butter and a cup of brown sugar. Yum, yum, yum. Again, I stick to I've tried to change up my recipe, but I've been told not to do that. Keep it the same.
It ain't broke, don't fix
Don't
it.
fix it. That's kind of what they tell me, yes. And because my family's so big, I do 2 of these bowls. Now, I probably have a little too much of the cinnamon and white sugar. Honestly, you know you're going to be making this again. You could save it,
You could.
or make cinnamon toast.
Yes. Bag it
Now,
up.
this is going to go into a 375 oven. Depending upon your oven, it'll bake for about a half hour to 45 minutes,
Okay.
depending upon the oven.
So we'll put it in the oven.
Yes, we will. We are now taking the monkey bread out of the oven, and oh, doesn't that look yummy?
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
We're gonna flip this onto this plate and pray
That it comes out.
That it comes out. And
look.
there, my friends,
Wow.
is your monkey bread.
Doesn't that look good?
Yes.
And we're gonna head back to the studio and we're gonna try it out
Yes.
and let everybody see how yummy it really is.
Here
So,
we are.
Here we are. We are back and we have monkey
bread.
bread. Doesn't that look good? So we need some coffee to go with
That
our
looks
monkey bread.
awesome.
Give me your cup there. Shotgun red cup.
Yes.
Gotta have some coffee. And what else would go good with this?
I tell you, on Christmas morning, it's usually cheesy scrambled eggs, monkey bread, mimosas, coffee, fresh fruit, and you've got a brunch that everybody's going to enjoy, for sure.
Well, I think we're gonna need some napkins because it looks kind of
Yeah.
sticky.
It
It is sticky. It is
does,
kind of you just
yes.
kind of have a napkin, Mom.
Thank you.
Everyone.
And we've got our moms in because she's mom's is here today.
Yes, my mom.
And my mom's here and Aunt Betty. So we just thought we'd all just get in here and I need one of those too.
You need
Give me
one?
one of those. You need one of those too.
I thought
Okay,
you
so
nipped.
everybody just kind of reach in and
Go
take
ahead.
your. I'll move my coffee
You
over
go
here.
ahead, Aunt Betty.
All right.
Ready?
Ready.
Ready. Let's just take
All
a
right,
piece.
Start digging.
Oh my
Dig,
gosh.
mom. Dig.
This looks
Okay.
fabulous. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. Mm-hmm.
I wish
Oh.
you were here.
This this is something your whole family will absolutely love. Isn't that good?
Mm-hmm.
It goes great with coffee.
Oh my gosh.
We're spoiling our dinner. But that's okay.
Yeah, we're
because-
going somewhere now and have
Yeah,
dinner.
we're all going out to dinner after this, but we're gonna come back and have some more of this
There's
tonight.
nothing wrong with having dessert first.
No,
Good.
nothing wrong at all.
Here's to all the family that makes
Yes.
it and those of you that will make it in the future. Enjoy.
Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget,
To subscribe.
like and share. We really appreciate it. And visit.
Yes. Can I have another one?
Visit. Heck with the website. Just let me have
Yeah,
another piece.
visit.
Yeah.
Shotgunred.com and submit your recipe. And if we use it on the show, remember that we will send you a free DVD of the Shotgun Red Show live. If this ain't the best monkey bread, if it ain't, it ought to be. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Aunt Betty, monkey bread, take 50. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We're back.
We're back.
And who are you?
God, I don't know.
What's your name? What's your name?
Who are you?
Oh, she's got a. Oh, she does, don't she? She's got a relative.
I got her. She's got a.
Who is this person in the middle? There's somebody standing between me and Jen.
Okay.
Now you know how we get outtakes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna look.
I've got somebody very special, my Aunt Betty, and a dog barking outside. Because that's all I can hear is roar, 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 roar.
Oh, dog.
And Jenkins.
Look at that mom look. Did you just see that mom look?
She's
She-
acting like a
rolled-
director.
She did the roll the eyes at mom look. I saw it.
Don't forget to visit shotgunred.com.
We hope you enjoy this recipe, and we really hope you subscribe to our channel. That's easy. Little Shotgun Red's face will pop up over here in a little bit. When you click on it, it'll say subscribe, then you're subscribed. Next to it will be a little notification bell. If you click that little bell, then YouTube will send you every single one of our recipes or a notification that we posted one as soon as it comes out. See you next time, right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Is this the best? If it ain't, it ought to be.